Welcome everyone to Driving Matty's podcast, episode 25. And what's quite mad is that this is our 25th episode, and also it's going to be the 25th of December when this goes live. This is going live on Christmas Day. It's pre-recorded the week before, but we are live on YouTube, talking to the legends, the community, and they'll be asking us questions. We'll have general chit chat about taxis, Uber, bit of Christmas. Do you know what I mean? A bit of news coming in there in the Wolverhampton and Manchester. A few other little bits and bobs, cars, anything really. We always chat a bit of bubbles, don't we? We've come with our Christmas theme. Me and Mark in a hat. Mick with his little elves, as a little parrots on his shoulder, ready to get involved. And yeah, that's it. So we are willing and ready to start the podcast. Now, as per usual, we always start with what we've been up to today and what we're going to be up to later. So we'll start off with that now. By the way, guys, don't forget Mick at Scouse. Still can never remember. Mick? There you go. And Mark, Private Hire Brooks. Both on TikTok. Go check them out, please. Legends. And yeah, so do you know what? You know, to mix it up because it's Christmas, I'm going to start. So today I had Manchester Land and it got cancelled because bit of miscommunication and it would have made me an hour late for this. And obviously, I'm flexible around these guys because these are doing me the favour. So I cancelled the job and then someone else done it. So I've got no work today, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the day now editing, tuning this up, and then a bit of family time as well later on. And also, I'm going to start getting ready for Christmas, wrapping and stuff like that. So for me, work-wise, it's just this stuff, non-paid YouTube, TikTok type of work. And that's it for me so far today. And I'm going to go Mick. Mick, what have you... What you like, Mark? Mark, looks like you're a little bit of...
I'm just thinking, I'm getting a few bags under my eyes and not sleeping right well. Thing is, worst thing about it, my wife's a beautician, a beauty therapist. She don't do alt for me though. Look,
does she look at it and just go, too far gone, mate? Too far gone. Can't travel back in time, can we?
No.
Like, go on, Mark, Mick, what are we up to today, kiddo? Or what have you been up to?
Nothing, really. I haven't been working. I had one. What was it? Was it supposed to be yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day? Yesterday or the day before? I was supposed to do one. 1:30 land, but I had a 7-hour delay on it. Didn't come in till 8:30 landed.
Oh.
It fell right. So jumping that 7-hour delay, it fell right on when I needed to take my daughter to dance, so I had to give it away. I had that one. I've done a bit of a shift on Monday, but I'm working tomorrow and Sunday, so like out on Uber. So.
Oh, bit of Uber garden. I reckon this weekend's going to be busy. I reckon. By the way,
I only had.
It's Christmas. Let's keep the moaning to a minimum. And obviously, this is me as well. But last podcast on Wednesday, it got a little bit moany, didn't it? Mark nearly killed himself.
Yep.
We don't want to be doing any of that on the podcast. So please, sorry, continue, Mick.
I forgot where it was now. You threw me. Yeah, so I've basically had a lazy week.
Nice.
I'm going to be working Boxing Day. I've got one Christmas morning, 3:00 in the morning.
You've got to get home before the kids open the presents, though, lad. Can't miss that, can you?
Oh, 3 a.m. out. Home at 4:30. Another couple of hours kip, and then they'll be jumping on my head.
It's not bad, is it? How about yourself, Mark?
What do you do Christmas Day? Sit around and lounge all day, don't you? So
yeah, you be asleep.
I won't. I've got to stay awake till 9:00. Gavin and Stacey's on.
Come on, Mark. How have you been, lad? What have you been up to today?
Back-to-back Manchester. The second one was a pickup, and it's notorious no signalling in the terminal, so it took about an hour and 40 minutes for me to hear from them. I didn't want to go in because of the new T2 car parking. I didn't know how it worked, so I thought I didn't want to go in. I didn't want to be charged, so I just waited, and then finally they got hold of me. And then I'm going out to do an Uber this afternoon.
Nice.
I'm busy tomorrow on privates. Not Sunday, and then I've got a few on Monday, so all good.
Is that any over Christmas, man? Oh, you don't know. Yeah.
Find out on Monday.
Yeah, you don't know, yeah.
Yeah, I've got I never worked the 3 days, and then I've just been approached with a job, and I'm contemplating it. So I go to my Mars Boxing Day for like a little scran and that, And I've got a job Manchester to Anfield, like a media job, so shirt and tie and all that, and then
Liverpool's at
Anfield
home,
back to
aren't they?
and then Anfield back to Manchester Airport. I've got that, but I'm on the fence about doing it. I haven't accepted it yet.
What time's kickoff on Boxing Day then? Is it 12?
8 p.m.
Oh,
You know, so my job is 4 p.m. Manchester to Liverpool, and then I've got Liverpool after the game back to Manchester. So I'll probably get home about midnight. But I don't know what I don't know if I should do it. But it's like time and a half, whatever. So it's like 3 ton for the job.
get it
So
done.
I've got like, I should have spent time with the family or driven off for 3 ton. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna decide later when I speak to the wife on that.
All day.
I know. Especially my kids, they're old and they don't care about me. They don't
You've
love
got
me
Christmas
anymore.
Day for your kids, and then going to your mum's on Boxing Day. You can still go there till what, 3 o'clock?
No, what's it called? My mum's is in the evening. So what I do is I'll go and do the job, go back to my mum's and like 3-4 hours there, and then go and do the job. And then my wife and my kids will just chill there anyway. So yeah, I probably will be doing the job like, because it is like sometimes like you do it, but if the job comes up and it's a really good job, you just don't want to
Can't
miss out
turn
on
down
that.
when it comes in and the money's the prices on the job, and you look at it and you think, geez, like me Christmas morning. You know what I mean?
What
40.
have you got on that?
That's 160 quid one way to Manchester.
Can't turn that down. How long would it take round trip? 2 hours?
At an hour and a half.
Where
So
he
Back
lives.
you'd be back for 5 then, won't you?
back for half 4.
Get dressed
Yeah.
up. Come as Santa.
Set me alarm for 2:20. Out the door by quarter 3. Picked them up at 3 o'clock. Dropped them off 20 to 4. Home by 4:15.
Sound.
Christmas Day done.
That's what I mean. I think that's all to do with bringing that Boxing Day, which was sort me out for the flipping few days over Christmas. That not working. Do you know what I mean? It'd be a good jump start to the weekend then. Do you know what I mean? Let's go up to the comments then quick. Merry Christmas, everyone who's wished us it. It's after likes on the stream. What's a good taxi rental price to pay? I'll be honest, mate. At these days, I haven't rented for a while. Either you two know it's around 250 and a 240 with insurance.
Nothing no
Depending
more
on
than
the car.
2. Yeah, depending where you are, because I know some people down in London they're paying 325 to 350.
Really? For what? What type of car?
Yeah, but it'd be a Merc, wouldn't it? I would have thought. Be one of them
Ah,
electric
like a-
ones,
yeah,
won't
well,
it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that last time I known it was 240, and that was for like a Kia Niro, like a hybrid with insurance and all that, mate. So, Jim, depending where you live, mate, it'll be around 250 mark a week, but that's
With
all in.
insurance. Yeah.
What's an acceptable time for everyone to get up extra morning? Mate, I've said to the kids this year, well, to be honest, it's hard to wake my son up when my daughter's a dead early bird, but I said to her, like, 6:30, 7, the earliest. Do you know what I mean? What about yourselves? Have you got like a early morning Christmas start?
Well,
I mean, for the kids and family. Have you got like, don't bother us until this time?
Now, my lad's 19, my daughter's 16, so my daughter's still in bed now. What time is it now? 11:45. So I don't know. That's why I'm going to work Christmas Day morning, because then don't get up.
Oh, okay, because you're all right, but make sure young ones have yourself, mate.
Yeah.
Have you got any kids ballet dancing on your head early morning or what?
Well, my daughter came up to me this morning. She's the eldest. She's 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't this morning. It was this week anyway. And she went, on Christmas morning, I'm going to be waking you up at 7:30. And I went, go on, girl, I'll have that. I'll take
What?
that.
You've got to be your little ones, though, when your little ones waking up before then.
Probably. See,
Hey, my daughter's 11, and she woke up at 5 this morning. And there's nothing going on. Honestly, she's ruthless.
Yeah,
I've said to her, she just have to...
might wake me up earlier than that, but she normally... My 10-year-old daughter's really good, so she'll normally probably be awake anyway. And then...
Mick, you'll be waking them up.
Yeah, well...
If you do that job.
I'm pretty sure last year we had to wake me son up. He was 5. He's a nightmare to get up with, so...
That's class.
Yeah, lucky enough, when she was younger, when my daughter was younger, we used to have super early mornings. She was dead excited. She used to wake you up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when she was younger. But the others, the other little ones, I've had no issue with Maybe no. Maybe me real youngest when he grows up, he might be a little bit more excited and wake up. But he's 2. He's only turning 2. He doesn't know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Not bad, because obviously Mark's all grown up, so you can actually do what you want this Christmas, really, Mark, can't you? Other than your missus, do you know what I mean?
I've done for the last few years, to be fair.
Yeah. Comments, when does the poker start, lads? Yeah, that's on the OnlyFans, that, lads. You have to check that out. Yeah, it does sound like a good job, live, to be honest. Prius and Brum. Yeah, I reckon you're looking about the 220 to 250 mark, mate. How come you all ain't working? It's busy at Christmas. Because it's not all about the money, kid, is it? Nah, to be honest, mate, we have been working. We just work around the stream. So Mark's already had an airport run. Mix is probably going to work later on, possibly. And yeah, we're just working around the stream, mate, because this only takes an hour. I'm the one who loses me days with the editing and all that. But these pop in for an hour, then they can crack on and do what they need to do. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. And obviously, if you have the mentality of working every minute, every day, you won't get much done, will you? Otherwise, other than work, really. Because, yeah, I reckon, have you been out on, or checked out on Uber today? Or heard anything? Isn't it? It's Mad Friday today, isn't it?
Yeah, I ain't spoken to anyone. And do you know what I've noticed as well? On the radio today, they were saying it's supposed to be the biggest, busiest day in it. They reckon millions and millions are going to go on the road today. I've been to Manchester and coming back. It was dead.
My dad's driving to London.
people are still
And
in
he
work.
phoned me up and went to Moretti in Branbury. He went to Moretti in Branbury at a supercharger. And I was like, what? He didn't hit a bit of traffic going from Liverpool at 8, 9 in the morning down to London.
I thought it was busier yesterday.
Honestly, mate.
I honestly think.
Come.
I don't want to be a downer or put a downer on it, but I honestly think, like, everyone's expecting it to be wild busy this weekend.
I bet it ain't.
I thought it's going to be.
But why would you be going out crazy this weekend when you got Christmas Eve on Tuesday?
Yeah. See, the thing is, I thought we talked about this in the podcast in the WhatsApp group, didn't we? About when's Mad Friday. I thought Mad Friday was the Friday before Christmas, but not when it's close to Christmas. So I thought Mad Friday was last Friday. I thought for a mad weekend out, like you're saying, like it's too close to Christmas, isn't it? It's going to put people off.
I tell you what, though, I don't.
Mad Friday because it's payday. People just think payday. Boom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone gets paid this Friday before the Christmas, don't they?
I think it'll be busy this afternoon from about, what time are we on now? 12 o'clock, innit? I reckon it'll be busy from 1 today to about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, and I reckon that'll be it. Because a lot of people shut down today, don't they? For 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's a lot of people are in work still, aren't they, now? So
I think it'll be busy this weekend, but like I said, I don't think it'll be as busy as what you're saying.
Wow.
You missed.
Wow. Surging. So it's busy out there.
Yeah, so there's £1.80 a mile for you there, Mark. Hey, go online and read some of the rates out, just don't show us.
I will. I'm going to go online now.
Bet you any money, it won't be as exciting. The only thing is, though, lad, just warning you, hey, you'd be gutted off some boss jobs come up, lad.
There's a lot of trip
Mark
radars.
will be like, see you later, boys.
Yeah, I've got one here.
Don't show us.
12.8 mile away, going 1.8 mile for £15.15. So we're 12.8 mile away. Here we go. Here we go. 12.1 mile away, going 12.2 mile, £23.63.
You don't want to see these, do you? You don't want to see 12 miles away, 10 miles away?
I've got another one here. 2 mile away, going 1.7 mile, £4.66.
That's it, but yeah. So, answer your question, MJL. How come you all ain't working? It's busy at Christmas.
Because of that.
I think Mark's just answered it, boys.
That one's not bad. 1.6 mile away, going 5 mile for £15.55. That's not bad.
Yeah, so that's £3 a mile, isn't it?
I'm switching off now because my acceptance rate's going down.
Yeah. Lee's just put it's not now. It's chock. It was quite quiet up to 9:30. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, it will be busy today. But like when I seen that Super Surge, I done a video on it the other day. When I seen that Super Surge the other day, and I was like, "What? It's my time!" And I went out line, and it was like what Mark just said. It was 5 mile away, going 3 mile for like £8 or £6. And I was just looking at it going, like, what's going on? And I don't know why, but this last 3 weeks, the prices have just been... Because I seen one job and it was like 15 quid for a mile. And then you'll get 10 jobs. And it was like half of that. It's just mad. And it's just like, there's no consistency. I think that's what's the crazy thing about it, isn't it? There's literally no consistency and there's no like valid reason why. It's just mad. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, let's start. What do you reckon then, boys? I'll ask Marcus first. Well, actually, both, actually, to be honest. What do you reckon then? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Do you think it's going to be dead busy or not?
Christmas Eve, I reckon yes.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Day, no. Boxing Day, afternoon, yes.
Boxing Day night is famously a good night, isn't it? Nick, what do you reckon, mate?
I don't think Christmas Eve will be busy.
No.
Maybe in the daytime you might up to like 6, 7 o'clock.
Last minute shoppers.
Maybe, like between, I don't know, 2 and 6. If I was going to work Christmas Eve, that's probably what I'd go out and do, between like 2 and 6. Maybe you'll move then, but I don't think it's going to be over the whole Christmas. I don't think it's going to be crazy mad busy. I think we'll be moving, we'll be earning money. I don't think it's going to be exceptionally crazy. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why people think that.
I think the questions we need to be asking, will the rates be any good?
This is the problem, isn't it, as well? That's what I was going to say, Marcus, is the fact that you might go out and you might be on flat rate. This is what puts me off working, to be totally honest, because even if I was out and it's flat rate, I'm not accepting the work at flat rate.
No,
you can't. Because it's like bank holiday, innit? You should be on double. But the thing is, what you're saying, Mark, is that back in the day, lad, obviously when Christmas is on like a Wednesday off-peak, right, so you get off-peak rates. But when it surges, it was an accurate surge. A yellow surge would be like ×2. A red surge would be like ×3, ×4. So if you open up your app Christmas Day and you see red surge, you think, holy crap, get online, let's go. Where now, Mark has just seen that red surge. He went offline and carried on doing this. He didn't get paid. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But I'm telling you now, if Mark opened his phone up and it was like that a year ago, I probably would have went, Mark, jog on, lad, go and earn some dough. Because he's missing out on 40 quid for 2-3 miles. It just doesn't like that no more. So it's going to be hard to tell about Christmas. I think, yes, it is going to be busy. But the whole issue is the rate's going to match that. And myself personally, unless you've got no family and your kids and it's just another day to you, I would really be hard pushed working Christmas Day and stuff on Uber if the rates are like what Mark's was seeing then. 12 mile, going 12 mile. 12 mile away, going 12 mile for 25 quid, red surge. Like, how is that even like? That's not even normal rate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Anthony, to be honest, the last time we've seen major good surges was the Taylor Swift concert in Liverpool. And then since then, that was probably the last time we've seen proper surge, weren't it? And Live, this is working for you, lads. You're providing fantastic entertainment to the public. Thank you very much, Live. We do try. Look, we've got hats on. We look stupid, but it's for Christmas and it's for you guys.
So Mick looks stupid. Mick looks stupid all the time with that arm.
No.
Oh, lad, you can't say
fighting up higher because you're winning a bit.
I'm not a big footy fan, right? But didn't you get smoked today? Or was it yesterday?
Who? Where did it? Who?
Man United. Yeah.
They lost last night 4-3 against Spurs.
There you go. And Liverpool's going to win it.
Mickey Mouse Cup. Mickey Mouse Cup. With concentration there. We're concentrating on not getting relegated.
It's probably the only cup you could probably win this season. No.
We've got an easy team in the FA Cup.
What are you then?
We've got no, Europa. We're in Europa. Okay. Right? We've got an easy team in the FA Cup.
FA Cup's just the same as the Carabao.
I know, but it's doable.
All I need to do is just mention football, mate, and that's it then, statements. Lee has put, past 2 weekend with the traffic rate are not worth it at all. Whenever I worked on recent Super Surge, the traffic killed me off 2.5 mile. Job was over 35 minutes. for £6.75.
Oh,
And that's Red
no.
Surgery. Honestly, mate. And I don't know what's got with the
Nice.
traffic as well. You are right, with the traffic, it's such a bad... I seen one the other day, and it was good, and the rate was good and all that, but you know when it tells you now how long the job's going to take?
Yeah.
Yeah, it said an hour. And it was like 18 quid. For like only a couple of miles, but with the traffic, it was like a combined hour picking them up and dropping them off. And you just look at it and you go, what? Because the traffic is bad in Liverpool at the moment. Like, really bad. I don't know, is it bad in Sheffield, Mark? The traffic?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Why is it? Why? Like
Yeah.
last Saturday was horrendous. Like it takes me normally 5-10 minutes tops to take Sam to work from where we are to where she works. It took me 25 minutes on Saturday.
Specify for the stream. Well, 2 mile, mate.
Yeah.
Thing is, I'll tell
Honestly?
you what I've been noticing as well. When it comes up, it tells you, I don't know, how far it is, say 4 mile, and it says 16 minutes. And you look at it and you think, nah, it's going to be 3 times that amount because I've just come through that. It just took me 40 minutes to go a mile. So that's lying. And then you put a trip review in. You put a trip review in, and then all of a sudden they come back and say, no, you've been paid correctly. You're like,
yeah.
shut up.
They jib it off now, Mark. Hey, they jib it off now. It's automated, isn't it? They just send you, no, live has just put, where'd you get Xmas t-shirt from, Mark? Mark, just show us, lad. Shows you.
It's
Merry
smart,
Christmas. Oh, it's smart, isn't it? What did you say, though? Merry
Dunno.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm just...
Well,
I was expecting like a joke or something.
I don't know. My wife got me it. It cost about £2 from somewhere. I haven't got a clue. Quite good quality. Fruit of the Loom, I think.
No, it's just... Hey, baby's ours. Oh, my God. Xmas joke. Live, tell us the pun, mate, and then I'll read it out. Mark, lucky enough to be in a position where I don't need to accept Uber work. I doubt that I'll even return the app on. I'm honest with. The Taylor Swift, I got loads from Mia Lane to town for 60. The next day, there's an article in the Echo moaning. Since then, I've never seen a good search. Yeah, mate, you are a shout. Remember that, Mick? Mark, let me just inform everyone. So Taylor Swift comes to Liverpool and Anfield, and it was... What?
It's not just a Taylor Swift concert that happens with, so I wouldn't be blaming that concert for the lack of surge.
No, but I mean, it could be a factor, couldn't it? So what happened was there's a massive surge and everyone moans.
There's always articles in the thing with Uber,
Yeah.
isn't it? Even people going to match, like...
Why do you reckon then? Why do you reckon, seriously though, why do you reckon now that this has changed? Where now the surge doesn't mean anything now. And literally you can look at it and go, red surge. The other day, I was out working red surge and I drove home and went home with the whole app Illuminous red.
It's the dynamic pricing, isn't it?
It's full lit in it now.
Don't get me wrong, obviously dynamic pricing's there when Taylor Swift concerts on, but they obviously was struggling. The amount of the demand that happened because of the big event in the city. It's clear that they were struggling, so that's why the prices went to where they was.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? But if they're managing it and it's not crazy mad busy,
Since the surge went crap is when he brought in the grey smoke. Remember we had an update 2 weeks ago when it started showing the grey smoke? That's when the surge started showing up a lot more regular than it used to on like a random afternoon day, right? And what you call it, mate, that's when we started getting black surge. I reckon they've adjusted the colour or just adjusted the way the surge works. Do you know what I mean? So where we used to get a little bit of a yellow hint is now that's showing a luminous red and we're getting yellow hints and we don't really get major prices in the future. I don't know. It's just, everyone's guessing with it. But Live has just told this joke. So here's a little Christmas joke for everyone. What happened to the person who stole the advent calendar? He got 25 days. Thanks, Live. I loved it, that joke. That's definitely a cracker joke, isn't it? It was Mark. It changed. It was Mark. It changed since then there was murder.
I think he's changed. I think he's answering someone. I think he's...
Okay. Oh,
But,
yeah. You speak of the Mark further up in it.
yeah.
Anthony Samson's Park Life. I don't reckon specified to an event, guys. I think it's more specified to just an update. I reckon Uber's somehow looked at it and go, yeah, we're getting bad rep in the UK for whatever reason or whatever. It's time just to adjust things. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, they brought out updates out on the app, and then we started seeing the grey smog. And ever since I've seen that, it's surged a hell of a lot more often. But it's been this bad surge, it's not the real surge. I reckon the old surge is gone, me. I really do.
I think they
Do you know
just
what I mean?
make
But
it
what
up
does this
anyway.
mean about Uber in 2025?
All right, then. We're talking about these prices and that lot. Have you been seeing on social media a lot about striking? Have you seen it? I know they always talk about it, but they're pushing for, is it New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen, is it?
Oh, mate. Do you know what, though, right? Do you know what?
When you do it.
Hey, honestly, do you know what's mad about this striking, right? There's so many people talking about it. And I just can't see it from like, the part and hire game, we're self-employed. I know we've got workers right to Uber, but we're self-employed. Yeah. Uber is just a company that sends us jobs. Yeah, we're self-employed. I get them from airport companies, I get them from Uber, I get them from other local companies, blah, blah, blah. Right? There's other self-employed jobs out there, right? That does the exact same thing. Yeah. Trades, shops, jobs, whatever, right? If I know it's different with Uber, but if you don't like the company you work for as a self-employed person, then you go to a different company or you go and change your job or you go somewhere else. You don't try and fight that thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why people want thingy. Like myself personally, if Uber weren't working for me, to be honest though, lately I've been calming down on it a lot because it is doing me head in. So I'll just calm down. I don't try and strike or fight the power. I'll just stop you. You know what I mean? Eventually. If we need to do local companies, I might just go back to one of the locals in January if I need to. Do you know what I mean? But instead of just, because like a lot of people are getting really angry and upset about it, and like people are leaving comments and having a go at me for accepting a bad job. And I'm like, but if I didn't, Barry behind me would have.
Yeah.
If I opened the passenger
That's,
app, right?
that's the
There's
same
100
mentality.
Ubers on my flipping street. There's 100 Ubers, I'm telling you now. If I do not accept that job,
Someone
Bob
else will.
behind me will take the job. And the only person that's lost out was me.
Well, it's like you sit there, like a lot of people cherry pick. I cherry pick. Oh, look, if it's quiet, I just take anything because you could be sat there for an hour and turn 5 jobs down. But then them 5 jobs could have been £3.50 jobs. So you've earned nothing in that hour. But if you did 2 of them, it's £7. At least you've earned something.
Yeah.
Do you know
What
what I
I
mean?
told you, isn't it? Remember I told you about the WhatsApp group, Mark? I don't know if you missed it, mate. I done a 30 quid for 29-mile job. I got the offer and I turned it down. And a principal, I'm like, I'm not doing a pound a mile job. No chance. It was a 30-minute job. It would have took me for 30 mile, right? And I could have worked in the drop off as well. I weren't going to a dead area, right? And I turned it down at a principal. The next hour, in the morning rush hour, I'd done 2 jobs. I'd got 2 job offers and I'd done them both and it was 11 quid, right? So out of that hour, I lost 20 quid, me personally. Because I can guarantee
Yeah.
you the customer who paid 30 quid to get to the airport, to Manchester Airport, from near mine, they would have got picked up by the next driver. Do you know what I mean? And that's where the mentality is. I've seen people on Facebook and that moan and go, that's awful. I've earned £10 in 4 hours. And then shares the screenshot of one job done and 7,452 jobs denied. Have you seen them? Have you seen them where they showed the thing? I've done 10 jobs, ignored 42 million jobs. Do you know what I mean? Because they're not at £2 a mile. But these days, I don't think we're going to get them. I think it is more time based.
That's
Do you
all
know
right.
what I
I've
mean?
got something for you. I had that little operation on my back on Monday, right? So I couldn't drive home, so I got an Uber. It took me 25 minutes, 30 minutes to get an Uber. So when you go on the map, you can see all the drivers, can't you? And it's saying, we're trying to pair you, trying to pair you, trying to pair you. And after 5 minutes, it says, would you like to go priority? Would you like to pay this? I went, no. So I waited 25 minutes and I think I was paying 12 quid. When I got in the taxi, I said to the driver, how much are you getting paid for this? He was getting paid £6.90 for it. That's probably why no one was picking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely why you've waited. Where if they put that out there as a tenner,
People
what
would
it
just
should
snapped
be,
up. Yeah.
more or less, 8,
Yep.
10 quid, someone would have went, yeah, go on, I'll do that. How many
Yep.
miles is it?
4.5 mile.
for £6.90,
That's the whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
and you
That's why I've
pay
said in the
12.
past about that's why I've said that in the past about pre-tip as well. Like sometimes you should allow pre-tip. I got a job and it was 10 miles, right? And it was 11 quid. I got 11 quid for 10 miles, but it was on the way to the airport, so I took it. And the customer paid 12. And he went, lads, I was waiting ages. No one was accepting the job. Do you know what I mean? But imagine if you could pre-tip. Imagine if it was coming up at 12 quid and he could boost a fiver.
Yeah.
You know, like a pre-tip. If you boost a fiver pre-tip, then the driver would have got 17 quid or 16 quid offered to him, and he got more chance of then getting picked up. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. You know, priority. How much is priority now? Is it? Because I keep seeing people. Is it £2.80? And the driver gets £2.
£2
how much does
£2.20, isn't it?
£2.20? So the passenger pays £2.20, and the driver gets £2.
Yeah.
Is that right? No.
Yeah.
I don't know what does the passenger pay?
It asked me to do it on Monday, but I never saw how much it was. I just said no. I didn't.
Yeah, I think it's 150 or 2 quid, like a little boost to the fare. So
£2.20.
it's like technically that's like a pre-tipper, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's probably. But they probably give you an option, don't they? Do you want minimum priority, high priority?
True.
More you can add, more money you prioritise to it.
Well, it's like I had a job yesterday morning. It were only going 1.2 mile, and it came up £4 something. I think it were £4 something, right? But then the same job then come up, and it came up at £6 something priority. So the passenger paid extra money. So I did it.
How much though?
And then he gave me a £5 tip.
That's what I'm saying. The desperate's getting picked up, and they go, "Look at this flipping thing! I want it. Doesn't want to get picked up." Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, but I don't know why. Uber's got the mentality at the moment of cheap as like the ultimate best, but not everyone just wants to get picked up sometimes. You know what I mean? It's got to comment said quick. Yeah, so if they strike, I'll be out in that grey. Let them strike, I'll be out in that grey smog.
Yeah.
I've noticed since the grey smog, it's gone really bad. Obviously, with the surge and everything else, correct, mate. Driver Matty, Uber taxi is predominantly run by Asian people. How comes you don't bring them on your plate? On your plate? Unless you're on about on me podcast, maybe. Don't know. I don't know, mate. Because I like my mates on it. I don't know, mate. Not too sure. Thank you for your comment, though. Anthony, Mohammed will accept it, though. Okay, let's move on. So anyway, talking about, right, get on this. Have you been in T2 West yet? I know it's going to come up.
Yesterday and this morning.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. I've only been in the express bit. I've not been upstairs yet, but it is what it is. It's a bit of a nightmare getting out, especially when they're all driving down the ramp.
I liked it.
It was busy. It was busy this morning. Yesterday it weren't busy. This morning it flowed. It did flow. I did queue to get out, but it went quick.
Before this changed, right? I know they've half the time to get out. I'm guessing they've done that to rush people out to make it move faster. But since the update, I dreaded T2. Do you know what I mean? I'm not on about when they closed the ground floor to make the change. I'm on about before when it was open. It was carnage trying to get in and out. It was made. Now this express, I've been 2 or 3 times since the new update. And every single time I've had problems outside the airport around Runga Lane, it's been traffic and stuff. But in T2 West, I've literally went, boom, customer in, straight out. Not one queue I've hit at all since I've been in. And I think that's positive changes. I really do. Because when Terminal 1 merges into Terminal 2 in next year, that's when it's going to be the real test, isn't it? Have you been in it, Mick, lately, T2 West?
No, I haven't been in. Like I say, it only happened on Tuesday, didn't it? It only changed on Tuesday, and I haven't had any work this week, so. I'm there next week a lot, so.
Things you won't.
The problem is T3.
Yeah,
I know a lot of. I know we don't get a lot of jobs out of T3 because it's only mainly Ryanair. And British Airways is there as well, but mainly Ryanair. But strangely, no one was flying with Ryan. Hardly anyone was flying with Ryanair this last summer ago, which was very, very
I feel like Jet2's boosted a bit.
Jet2,
Yeah,
isn't it? They're obviously taking they're probably the biggest airline now for holiday transport, but Ryanair, they used to be fairly busy enough. Do you know what I mean? It might change next summer. Ryanair might come back into the play again, but that's the problem. It's when it comes to T3, there's no express pickup there, is there?
Everyone hates T3. T3's the worst because it's like a 25-minute flipping walk to get picked up. But let me go to this comment there quick. He's rewrote it now. Driver Matty, Uber taxi is predominantly run by Asian people. How comes you don't bring them on your platform? Be transparent. Probably you lads live in a prominently white city. No, mate, it's just because I'm on the podcast with my mates and this isn't Disney. I'm not going to start mixing all the races up to be equal opportunities. I've got two of my mates on and had a coincidence, they're white. That's it, mate. I'm not going to go more into this because it's nothing to do with race or nothing like that. And I'm not going to be getting... I know, I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not going to be getting Asians on just to like what? To colorise it? I don't know. I don't get what you're on about, mates. But to be honest, no, I've just got my mates on. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of mixed races, Asians, Muslims in my WhatsApp group and my members. And it's just a coincidence that these two jumped on with me when we first started the podcast. And yeah, apologies if it's offended you, but these two are, yes, correct, white. These one back, so. Anthony, what he is trying to say is your guests are too white for his liking, but it's to show your no box ticking here. Yeah, mate, I'm not going to just... Mark, do us a favour tomorrow, you can't come on, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to find someone else. It's silly. I don't agree with people bringing race in and religion and everything else. It doesn't have to be focused on anything like that. It's just a couple of lads having a chat about the taxis. Do you know what I mean? And it's that simple. Mick has been on them flipping, but actually Mick and Mark have both been on over 10 years. So they are very experienced to have their knowledge on here and also the sound. So yes, thank you for your input though. I do appreciate it. But yeah, so with T2, it is a bit of a mad one. Talking about Wolverhampton and all this, right? Just sparked my memory. So I don't know if you've seen the article on here. I think it was Manchester Evening News. Have you seen that website? It's like an online Manchester blog thing, like the Echo for Manchester. And they brought out that in London, the mayor has power over taxi licence and rules and regulations and TfL and stuff like that. Outside of London, mayors don't have any power, right? Only councils do, yeah? So Andy Burnham's been trying to get power to be able to control taxi licensing and stuff like that, or certain rules and regulations in Manchester, and he's just on the border of getting accepted. And the article, I can't remember the article, it's something like one step closer to banning Wolverhampton drivers out of Manchester. So if Andy Burnham gets this power, I think he's going to block all... Don't know what's going to happen. He's either going to block all Wolverhampton plates out of Manchester, or he's just going to ban drivers who drive into Manchester to work. Do you get me? But the article did say Wolverhampton drivers. Do you know what I mean? But like, how are you going to do it? If you ban a specific... Because you'd be banning Manchester guys working in Manchester if he does. There's a lot of Manchester lads that have places for Wolverhampton and stuff.
I reckon, like I've said all along, what they'll do is they won't ban them. They're just that you can only work. It's like when you get an operator's license, you've got to have a business place that's within that council, haven't you? So that's all they're going to do. That's all they're going to do. So all it's going to do, it's going to stop people from... I can't do it, but it will stop me from going to Liverpool to work if I was a Wolverhampton thing, won't it? So you can only work within your borough where you live, I reckon. How it is now for the council. For council, I'm Sheffield plated. I can only work within the Sheffield borough kind of thing.
I can't see Andy Burnham kicking out like a Rochdale plate or the Salford plate. So just for people who don't know Manchester, you got Greater Manchester, which is the county. Then you got Manchester, which is the city centre. Do you know what I mean? But Greater Manchester has a lot of what makes you know off the top of your head, 8, 9 councils, 10 councils. Massive, innit? You got Wigan,
Yeah, it's
you
around
got
that.
loads.
Yeah,
Rochdale, Tameside, you got loads, haven't you? So
yeah.
if he's going to ban out of area drivers, is he going to ban all them from the Manchester City? Because I can more or less guarantee you there won't be enough drivers to cover the work if they do that. So
Or 20 miles or 10 miles. If you
It's
don't
going to
live,
be any.
if you don't live in Manchester, you can probably work if you live your postcode where you live, where you're based from. It's got to be 10 miles from there.
No,
That's the only way they're going to do it.
obviously. I don't think they're going to be able to do it by like postcode and addresses, Mark. I think it's by visual. So the only way they can police it is by council officers in the city and the plate on the back of it, because otherwise you wouldn't. If I'm living in Liverpool, but I've been to the council in Manchester and got a Manchester plate, there's no way of him physically knowing that I'm from Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be visual. There's obviously so many will be accepted. Like you've just said, them 9 councils or whatever's involved into
Greater Manchester.
under the umbrella of Greater Manchester. Them councils will be accepted, but anything else outside of that, the only way they're going to be able to police it is if they get caught with council officers around on when they're doing their work at nights and things like that. Is by going over and issuing them a fine if they're seen in the streets of Manchester or picking up or dropping off. Well, you can't do nothing about dropping off. So there's another hurdle that they need to.
That's what I mean. There's so many problems you've got. Hey, because if you go Wolverhampton driver, get out of Manchester, I've just dropped off, mate. I'm on my way out. I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? Or like, there's 10,000 Sefton and Knowsley plates in Manchester. They live in Manchester. They work in Manchester. But on match day, you see a hell of a lot more Sefton plates on the road than you normally would do, don't you? And it's like all the Manchester Sefton lads will come over for the match, vice versa, whatever. I'm not saying it's one-sided, guys. But how are you going to police that?
The only way they're
going to stop a Manchester Sefton driver in Liverpool because he's in the Sefton plate?
Well, there's another thing, isn't it? So if he's only going to aim at one council, he's going to get some stick for that, mate.
That's what I mean. So he's going to have to go by Wolverhampton, by Sefton, by Knowsley. Yeah. So what are the 10,000 Sefton and Knowsley and Wolverhampton drivers going to do? 40,000 Wolverhampton drivers going to do? Going to come over to the closest city, Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But then same again, no. But even if Liverpool then ban all of Manchester, the Greater Manchester, the Wolverhampton plates out of Liverpool, you've still got the 10,000 Manchester and Knowsley drivers that'll just drive to Liverpool every day. So it's still going to cause problems, whatever the weather.
Yeah, and then I think the only other way policing, going back to the policing wise, is if they introduce something on if he put certain implications onto Uber's operator's license, which forces Uber to then block you from taking jobs in that area if you're not in these plates.
My personal opinion, the major problem is your apps like your Bolt and your Ubers. Local companies ain't the issue with this all this deplating and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? If Manchester really wanted to stop it, I would literally just get Manchester to contact Uber or Bolt or whoever and go, you cannot go online in our city regions unless you're these plates. So you can drop off here or whatever, and then you can't go online, you kick us out of that region. That's the only way they're going to do it.
They won't be able to do that until the renewal of the ops license either. They can't go back on the terms.
With more terms, yeah, that's a point. Do you know what I mean? But let me just go to Anthony, who's a good question, and this is also one of the things that really kicked Uber in the plums back in the day. Why don't Liverpool demand we be decoupled with the Midlands? That's a very good question, Anthony. Thank you, mate. Because back in the day, do you remember, Mick? We only had Manchester and Liverpool. That was our region.
Yeah.
That was our region. So you could only have Manchester and Liverpool plates on the road. And then some reason out of the blue, they brought West Midlands into our region. And that straight away what brought in the Wolverhampton and Liverpool. Because Wolverhampton Ubers can't work Sheffield, Mark, can they?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Because Wolverhampton is out of the region. So only Wolverhampton Ubers can work the Northwest. And yeah, Andy, that'll be a big thing. If we decoupled or detached from the West Midlands, I think that will massively help Manchester and Liverpool themselves. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I do think that would do thingy, but that's getting. It's not LC. Well, the LCC can demand it, but like we've just said, they can't do it until the renewal for one. And Uber won't just do it to help us drivers out.
No.
You know what I
Listen,
mean?
Uber done that because Wolverhampton was getting too many Wolverhampton drivers, and they didn't have enough big enough work area probably. So
Yeah.
that's why they joined our region, so the Wolverhampton drivers can spread about a bit. Do you know what I mean? Because all Uber
Mhm.
care is about getting the passengers picked up, don't they? Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's free again.
Yeah.
That's it. Look, driver Matty, Uber is not capital Uber. Thanks, mate. Is not a get rich quick scheme. Treat it as a 9 to 5 job.
It's not a 9 to 5 job either.
It's after comment, kid. Yeah, so it's not a
Where,
get rich quick scheme, mate, and also it's not a 9 to 5 job either for a scheme. What do you say, Mark?
where are you seeing that comment? I didn't see that. Where's that? On YouTube?
Yeah, but I'm just using the chat on the other side.
I think
Just go to comments quick.
I
Anthony,
think he
just to create a
deleted it.
Manchester plate and have a Merseyside one for us. Do you know that's a great idea, isn't it? But the thing is, though, that means it's councils getting along. Do you reckon Sefton, Liverpool, and Knowsley Council and Will Council could all come together and agree to one plate? I don't know. But that would be brilliant. A Manchester plate for Greater Manchester and a Merseyside plate for us. But that sounds good, doesn't it? I don't know, what do you think about Andy Byrne's latest news? That's what we're talking about, mate, right now. Reckon it'll happen? We don't know. But if it does happen, we don't know how it's going to happen. We really don't, do we? We just don't know how it's going to happen. It could go loads of ways. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't know what. Because if you go too strong, you could be restricting passengers of lifts, which they don't want. They want to provide the service. The council does. So imagine if Manchester kicked out everyone and just had Manchester plates. There'd be not enough private hire Manchester drivers to work the city centre, would there? So that means there'll be people stranded and waiting to get home and they can't. And they don't want that from a council, from a city point of view. They want passengers picked up, but they want it safe. I think the problem with that is that they still see it as unsafe because the Wolverhampton can't really be regulated by the local council. Do you know what I mean? So a Manchester City vehicle might go through a stricter process than like a Wolverhampton or a Sefton. So Manchester want to be able to control their vehicles and their drivers, and you can't when you got all these out of town ones. I think that's what it is, isn't it? Well, in my opinion, any gates Manchester Council can work in Manchester. Yeah, I reckon, Aaron. Yeah, Anthony, they can't, Mick. We'll remove your operation license if you don't do what we say, but they won't. They're petrified of this Uber have a national standard. Yeah, in it, Mick, Mark. I reckon we talked about this in the past. I reckon a national standard will be a huge win. I really do. I think the national standard is such an important thing. Just because obviously it doesn't matter where you plate it, does it?
National standard should be 100% something.
Yeah.
But I don't think the council, because Uber will just sue the council if they just went, right, you've got to do this right now or we'll remove you. Well,
you've accepted terms at the start.
You've accepted terms and conditions at the start. They can't go back on them.
Yeah, and some of these ops licenses 5-10 years, are they? 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, the council may be able to do something, worm it in like somewhere as like, oh, it's a safety concern. It needs to be changed with immediate effect. They might have a little loophole somewhere. The council could do it, but 9 times out of 10, they'll probably just get took to court because of it.
Well, see, you're going like even as big as Liverpool Council is. How much money do you reckon Liverpool Council's got? Millions? A couple of millions?
Yeah, I wouldn't say they'll have enough to take Uber to a big tribunal.
That's my whole point. That's all my point. Can little old Liverpool take on the multi-billion-pound Uber? Do you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. Didn't TfL try and flip and beat Uber at one point? And he lost against TfL. I'm pretty sure something like that happened in the past.
Don't know. Well, TfL's got their way no matter what, haven't they? Uber didn't bow to TfL.
And that's the thing. But the problem with London's always been kind of prioritised London before everyone else. They've made all these awesome rules to protect the TfL drivers, to protect the black hackney drivers of London. They've done all these awesome rules and everything, haven't they? But what about the rest of the country?
Yep.
Oh, they're not, Don't care.
Like I said, we've said this in the past, Mark, haven't we? We've said this in the past, haven't we? That it's a bit of a you're quite lucky that you're not touched by the region of West Midlands, but they can still obviously affect your local companies, can't they?
Yeah,
As in
yeah.
with your Uber's quite protected, isn't it? To a certain degree.
Yeah.
Like yeah. How far does TFL cover?
London.
Just
I'm
London.
pretty
Isn't it?
sure. I
Just
think
the
it's pretty
city of
sure.
London, no.
Yeah.
I think it's the low emission zone.
So what about like Stansted Airport, Luton Airport? That far out in London? Is TFL? Is that TFL or not?
No.
So lads from Luton and Stansted can't go into London city centre and work.
No.
Sure.
Pretty sure. But I think we know loads of the London Uber drivers on TikTok. They all work the Uber queue at Heathrow and all that, can't they? I'm sure they're not TFL. I might be wrong. I'd love someone to let us know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'll go to the comments. There's quite a few. 90% of the Wolverhampton wouldn't pass the course. I did it in Marylebone. Yeah, and that's the thing, Anthony. I think a lot of courses. Nick, who I know the old Liverpool. I done a knowledge test a few years ago. I was set to move to Liverpool, and the knowledge test was tough. But I know Mick's knowledge test back in the day was solid. Do you know what I mean? And it's nowhere near like that now. The biggest problem is potentially making the drivers unemployed. I think there's a fair chance that a lot of these Wolverhampton drivers are going to be incapable of passing the local test. You know, so either Matty, I don't get your northern jokes, or shall I say, sense of humour. Sorry, mate. I was going to be good.
I don't.
Luton and Stansted can be done by TFL licensed drivers. Yeah, but Ben, can non-TFL licensed drivers work Luton and Stansted on Uber? That's what I mean. So, or Heathrow even. Heathrow's definitely not TFL, is it?
Heathrow's TFL.
Yeah, Heathrow is.
Heathrow's 100% in TFL.
So Heathrow, who have like 200 drivers, Uber X drivers and all that work in the queue, they're all TFL registered Ubers.
I don't know about
That's all I mean. That's all I mean.
Yeah.
Next.
What?
It's just I don't know about all of them, but yeah, TFL is definitely working. Transfer for London drivers are definitely working in Heathrow. 100%.
You'll have to be, won't you?
That's the problem.
Oh, sorry, I know to get your Acme license is hard for TFL. Is it hard to get a private hire? TFL?
No idea.
You're going down a rate rabbit hole here. I ain't got a clue.
I couldn't even tell you about Sheffield and London. I know Mark can tell us about Sheffield, but yeah, that's just... I only know my own council.
Yeah. And I might try and get that Tom the taxi driver on here as a special guest. Speak to him about London stuff. Yeah, I just spoke to the rideshare guy. I need to chase back up with him again. You know, the one in America? I'd love to get him on to speak to him about how
You're just
Uber
more
in
thinking
America.
of like the likes of, I don't know, even Kevin, the WhatsApp group. He's down on the south coast, isn't he? Could he obviously can't. But is the other lads like down Crawley Council or whatever, like by Gatwick, they're not allowed into the drive into the city centre, are they?
I don't know. I know, but Kevin in my group, he's from Brighton, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know what though? Do you know who he is, Tim? I met him when I was
a bit far out. But if you're living in Crawley,
Dave, he's TFL.
If you're living in Crawley, how far is it out? What's the... How far is it that they're protected in London, that TFL protects? Is it only the city of London, the outskirts of London? Croydon does that? Watford? Are they allowed into the city centre of London?
I don't know. I have to get some London peeps on, don't we? Yeah,
TFL
this is interesting. Aaron, I'm licensed in Stockport, Greater Manchester. My Bolt app works in London. Never actually worked there, but if I did, I might break the rules by doing that. Aaron, we've actually seen this, and Mark has experienced this. I'll let Mark have his little say in a sec. But there's a guy who contacted me, and and he lives in London. And while he was getting his TFL badge, which takes a long time and quite difficult to get, he went and got a Wolverhampton badge. So he works in London on Bolt as a Wolverhampton driver, and Bolt keep messaging with threatening letters and stuff saying, "You are Wolverhampton, you are working out of area, get out of London" type of vibe. So you can, but I think the TFL have told Bolt to get drivers out of London that aren't TFL. So Bolt's been messaging this fella. I love the update of him, to be honest, to get away. But haven't you, Mark? Didn't you drop off in London and you tried it or something?
Dropped at Heathrow, yeah, and I just thought, obviously I couldn't get on with Uber, so I tried Bolt, and it allowed me to do. The only thing it didn't allow me to do was set my destination. I was outside the 100-mile radius, but I could work. I was given jobs.
It's crazy. So Uber used to be like that. Everybody remember more. Uber used to be like that, right? Beforehand, and then they brought in the regions when TFL kicked Uber's bum. So TFL come out, battered Uber, and then Uber brought out the regions for the whole country. You got like a bomb TFL there, bomb Southwest, Southeast, Midlands, Northwest, Northeast, Scotland, whatever, and split up the regions. That's why we've got regions now. But the Bolt hasn't. So Bolt is 100% up and down the country. Oh yeah, 40% pass TFL English speaking English writing test, and a trough. I can never say that word. Top a graphical test. So that's what TFL's got then. So they got a little bit of knowledge test.
I've just gone online just to see my red surge. 3.6 mile away, going 7.4 mile, 46 quid.
That's proper surge.
Now that's surging.
That's proper surge.
Yeah. 3.1 mile away, going a mile, £21.
That's proper surge, Mark. Do you want to call it quits about
and I'm sat here doing this.
Accept the job and go. Mark, accept the job and go, lads. Look at the pound.
4 miles for 20 quid. I'm surprised he hasn't. I'm surprised we don't see a mark thing in the door.
Look at this one. 2.1 mile away, going 3.9 mile, £34.
Accept that.
Won't accept it, go.
Look at it, it's going mental.
Go.
Oh!
What's that one?
Oh, that was just a crap one, that one. £13.62.
I haven't got my phone with me. What's
there we go. Back to normal now. 12.7 mile away, going 11.2 mile, £28.46.
Guys, we have done. Hey, guys, if we need to end the podcast, we can't. Mick, go and get your phone if you want. Mine's in the car. Where's your phone?
My lad's on it. It's all right. I'm not fussed.
Sure. I'll be honest with you. Years and years, I don't get done with FOMO. It could be 40 quid a mile outside, and I still won't get me off the
I'm not looking at that.
Mark, honestly, mate, just go. We're nearly done anyway.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a cutout in the door of Mark.
I'll tell you what,
Lad,
one song comes to mind. Can I just say, one song comes to mind?
Go on.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hey, I know for a fact, right, we are, if he goes out in the next 20 minutes and it's gone, we are never going to hear the last of it. Let me just go for these comments quick. It's only 40% past the TFL tests. Wow. Heathrow, City and Gatwick are Uber TFL only, by the way. And Luke is a TFL driver. Hi guys, I've been doing Uber 10 years now. Started off 20% commission. Uber put it to 25, I remember, yeah. And last week they took 31.8. And since I can now see how much they take, it's never been under 30. I know, Grant. The joys of dynamic pricing, mate, unfortunately. Luton, etc. drivers can also work Luton Airport. It's our Ben. Over 1,000 applying in London weekly. Too many drivers soon. Oh. So even the TFL doesn't restrict private hire drivers now, Luke, no. Aaron, good to know, thanks, no props. Yeah, do you know what though, right, Luke, is we've talked about this before, haven't we? And at least the drivers coming through are proper tested, Luke. You said 40% of people fail. It's English tests, English writing tests, and obviously the local knowledge tests. I think that's brilliant. But up here, some councils, I'm not going to name them, but some councils are not. Do you know what I mean? Hi,
you
can
use
you
a sat
see?
nav? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. There's a badge.
Hey, what?
Can you use a sat nav? Yes. Yeah, there's a badge.
Hey, can you see? Yes. Have you played Mario Kart before? Yes. Here is your badge. Thank you. Give me £200. Do not pass go. Do not collect. Blah blah blah. See ya. Where you going, mate? The moon? Crack on. At least we don't have to deal with you for the rest of our lives until we need more money. That's what it's like outside in London, mate. Honestly, absolutely crazy. Mark, look at Mark's face, Mick. Mick, look at Mark's face. It looks like someone's died. Look,
Fuel.
hey, that £40 was amazing.
I could have done a week's wage in 1 hour, and it's your fault.
I don't
No,
think
you
you could
can't.
have.
Your week wage is about 50 grand, mate. No, you work. Put it back on, lad. Hey, entertain us with whatever you're missed out on.
Yeah. Let's see your
So-
face drop even more. Thought we
Let's
said
have a
no
look.
moaning,
Side back.
no
Mark,
suicide.
if you get a job, if you get a good job, right? Leg it out that door. I promise you, it's an hour and 10 minutes in. Don't worry about that, lad. But we just want to see what you're getting. We're being nosy because it's proper surgery. We don't see that very often. Like, my flipping work phone's in my car, so I can't even go check round ours.
1.5
Hey,
mile away,
get your
going
phone,
3
get your phone
miles,
off your kid,
18
lad.
quid.
Drive him, lad. Drive him with the tenner. What are you saying? This is exciting, isn't it?
I think I'm on the naughty step now. I'm not getting out.
Oh my God, Luke. He applied in May and passed, and he's still waiting to get his badge. But Luke, that's a sign, mate, that they are actually slowly processing them.
Where's he? London,
What?
Luke.
Yeah. Passed in May, and it's flipping December. That's unreal. Honest to God, mate, some councils outside of London, you can apply today, yeah, and you get it. Like Amazon Prime, mate, honestly. Comes the next day delivery. Did you get your phone, Mick, or you couldn't get off him?
No, I didn't want to take it off him. He's lying
Drop
there
it,
on the couch like that, just like watching it.
I'm signing to Uber Eats on this phone, even though I've never done it. Let me see if I can sign into me with a phone.
Give Uber Eats a surgeon.
What?
I know that doesn't make a difference. Like,
I don't even know if that's good or bad. Look at the little red spots there. Look.
busy enough.
Okay, let me see. I can't even remember the login.
People in the chat to be able to tell us what it's like round by ours anyway.
No one's flipping. No one's. Eddie. Heathrow is TFL and Gatwick. Oh, Mark, go online, lad. I might test June because the results around August.
No, can't let you down. Can't let you down.
Which means it's finished. Oh, you're a legend for it, lad, but go. Matty Mark, Uber, Arch. I nearly read out my details. I'm live on the
Don't you need to do an outro?
What?
Don't you need to do an outro? Should do an outro and then you could still just sit around and wait. Hang on, no, you can't because Mark needs to upload his thing in.
We don't really do an outro anyway. Do us a favour, check out drivermatty.com and all that jazz. We can just have it. What's that? Oh my God. Mick. It's not even red, lad. Ready? Hey, do us a favour, everyone watching, please tune in.
You were literally going to make me upset my son to find that out.
Yeah, but I didn't want to log out because I can't remember my other logins.
I know why this is going mental.
Oh yeah, come on.
It's afternoon prayer, isn't it?
What?
It's always busy at this time at Sheffield.
Can I just show you that quick? Ready? Everyone who's watching and tuning in, guys. Right, Mark, have you got your phone on still?
Yeah.
Obviously showing the red sage. Right, guys.
Yeah.
So we share a region with Wolverhampton. Mark, do you share a region with Wolverhampton?
No.
You didn't.
Mark, that's for TikTok.
Oh, lad, how'd you clip it? That's clip. Oh, lad, honestly, it's funny, isn't it? How much are we expecting per mile with Uber? Anywhere from like 80p to 70 quid. No, I don't
That'd be
know, mate.
nice, wouldn't
No
it?
one knows. It's a
That'd be nice.
mystery. It's a big mystery. Mate, do you know what? For a good little Christmas podcast, this has been smooth, hasn't it? Again, these lives are well better, aren't they? You legends who tune in while we're doing this makes the content, honestly. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to try. The problem is we can't get a routine because we all do airports. So it's hard for us to get together. But when we actually get an idea or a routine, we're going to try and schedule the live on the YouTube channel so you can all tune in and wait for it. So there's 28 people at the moment live watching. And hopefully, going forward, we're going to be able to schedule it in. So everyone will know in like 3-4 days in advance that there's going to be a live at this time. So at least then, everyone can come and tune in and watch. Because more people come and watch and have a laugh with the better, isn't it, really? Do you know what I mean? And just any of you two want a blackface for next one, or is that too?
What?
Anyone want a what?
Either you two want a blackface for next one? Just to be
Shoot Palace if you want.
Jesus Christ! I still can't believe that come up. You guys are making too much. Gives you time to make these awesome podcasts. Hello, Joe.
I wish.
Well, for one, Luke, can I tell you right now, right? So let me add it up. And I'm public, I'll tell you anyone. So of all my YouTube, that probably takes maybe 15, 20 hours a week. No word of a lie, by the way. With the TikTok, now I get 230 quid a month. So do the maths on that. And also Mick and Mark, I don't pay them. They just come for love.
We do it for fun.
Yeah, they do it because it's fun. And it's good to
I
get
do
together,
it. I do it
as much
because
as
I'm
people-
forced to.
As much as people say that I don't want to be here, if I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here, would I?
100%. Do you know what I mean? I said, look, we've just tried to get rid of Mark. He's on £40 a mile Ubers. And he's still here. You know what I mean? For the grind, mate, for the grind. No, it's early days, very, very early days. Podcasts can go on forever. But if this gets dead big and all that, I don't know if it's going to, but if it gets dead big and all that in the future, we'll probably do something where we get somewhere in flipping Manchester or something. Hey, and we'll all go for a couple of hours and film in a studio or whatever. We could do whatever and get it all in one room or, you know, in the future.
That'd be a good special one, that.
What?
That'd be a good, like, for a special podcast. We all just go and sit in a studio.
So, like, next Christmas podcast.
Into the hire of one. They're only like 60 quid an hour or something.
How much?
They're only around 40, 60 quid an hour to hire a studio. You can get a studio for around 60 quid an hour. Sure, you can.
Maybe we'll have to look into that, because if we do Manchester, obviously I know me and you will have to drive to Manchester, Mick, but at least Mark does have to drive all the way to Liverpool.
And I ain't going to Liverpool. No.
Why?
Why?
Go on.
So, Mick,
Carry on,
You'll get too many scousers.
hey, Mick, so what we'll do is we'll get a studio in Liverpool, yeah? And we're going to raise another Liverpool driver.
Yeah.
Liam Mark and Sheffield and his warped views.
It's not very nice.
On his laptop.
Yeah. Let's have a go. Live, sounds good, that Matty, the lives are sound. Thank you very much, mate. We do try. It's a bit of fun. It gets us together, a little catch up. I'll be honest, I get the worst end of the stick. I've got about 4 or 5 hours of editing after it. And I hate it. I really do. Happy for you guys. You deserve it. Thank you. Crawley is TFL. Mick? Grant's put Crawley is TFL, but Dorking is not. They have their own taxi services. Interesting. I don't know where Dorking is, but... And they must be neighbouring. So that must be on the border then at the TFL, mustn't it?
Yeah. Gotta be on it.
Dedication, that Mark, mate. Mark's got the dedication for someone who is a proper, dirty, greedy, money-grabbing, absolute grafting scumbag. The fact that he turned that 40 quid down job down there was, like, impressive.
Shots fired, man.
Did I go a bit too far there? Mark, listen, you said... I'm not even a Scouser. I'm a Knowsley alien, not even a Scouser, mate. But still, I took that offensive. By the way, this says show on stream. Let me see, just as a test. I'm happy you guys. You deserve. Let's put this. So if I put show on stream.
Oh,
See
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Mate, if we're talking about a comment, can we bang it up on the screen? Stop it.
I see it in Riverside.
But
Gone
it's
now,
not
though.
it's not come up on YouTube though.
No, but it will on this side once it goes live. Guy,
Oh, it
yeah,
has.
brilliant.
Oh, it has. It has.
It's come up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube now.
What? Oh, mate. Do us a favour, will someone comment? Check out drivermatty.com.
God,
Let me
here
know
we
if
go.
you do.
Plug
Yeah,
in.
you can see that from Luke. Right, listen, that sounds... Hey, we could do that. So next time, if we're going to talk or reply to a specific comment, so I'll ping it up for you guys so you can see it as well and read the comments. I know you can see the comments, but you get me. That's a
What
boss
did
thing,
it say?
man.
Did it say ping or what
If
did
you
it
hover
say?
over the comments, can you? It says show on stream, and then how long? Hover over the comment. Can you see that?
No, I can't. How long?
No, it says show on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, but how did you put a timer on it? How long it's there for? Because we need to you need to. Can you put it on and then turn it off yourself? Because if we're
No.
talking about that specific topic each time, you need it to stay on. Do you know what I mean?
Show on stream, right? 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds or off. So if I be out, let's just test it. Thanks. Yeah, I'll put that on actually. I'll turn the timer off. There you go.
The nosely
Check out
scouser.
Driver Matty, the nosy scouser. By the way, miss.drivermatty.com, the very awesome website, by the way. Okay, there you go. So that's on for as long as it needs to be, but I can click hide and get rid. Can you all see that on YouTube still?
It's
That's
just come up now on
brilliant, isn't
YouTube.
it? What?
It's just come up on YouTube now.
Does it come off?
Yeah, it's staying there now.
It's just come up.
And it's not going anywhere?
Yeah,
No.
it's staying there now.
So what do you reckon of that then? Do you reckon that's a good thing for us or what?
Yeah, because you can highlight the comments, and that's the topic we're talking about at the minute, and then you can hide it when we change topics and put the next one up, can't you?
Get rid of live, eh? Let's have a look. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
There you
There you
go.
go. And then
God,
obviously, by the way, the reason you can't see it on YouTube straight away, because YouTube live is 10, 15 second delay. So if we do anything bad, yeah, YouTube kills the stream. That's why there's a delay normally. Cool. What do you reckon? Is that a good thing for next time?
Yeah.
When my son's off school because it's half term and he's WhatsApping me food. Oh yeah, right there. I'm hungry. Jesus Christ, it's been 2 hours. You've been on for ages. I'm starving. Let's go.
Be
The
told.
joys, eh? The joys. But listen, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, we're ending the stream early because my son's hungry. But honestly, we do anyway. Mark's going to begin tears because the red sage. Do us a favour. Can we please end the stream on a positive? Mark, go online and accept the job and let's hear it. Oh my God, go online.
You can't
Let's
even be bothered
finish.
working. I think it's more like of can't be bothered going out, but look at that.
Oh,
I'm not getting out.
go log online.
There we go.
Yeah,
4.2 mile away. Going 4.5 mile, £14.25. There's not going to be no big ones, is there?
Oh, I think they've all gone now. Hey, are you thinking it's bad though? Look at that.
Yeah, you could be in Liverpool. Look at that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go online for you, Mark. Oh, I've just gone online and it reset.
Gotta go, lads. Job's just come in 17 miles for 14 quid.
Come on, 5 mile away, going 39 miles to Bury.
42 quid.
39.
39 quid?
No, sorry, 44 quid. Oh, it's just been took by someone else. It's just been took by someone else. Don't accept the crap jobs. Don't fight the power. If I never accepted, it was 44 quid going 40 miles, and it was 4 miles away. So, yeah. Sage job, 44 quid, 5 mile away, 39 mile. Sage.
Well, how long's it going to take?
What's a berry? About an hour. Not even longer. So yeah, it's a lot of crap, guys. Right. But we need to end the stream, don't we? Listen, thanks, guys. Are you going out on Uber tonight? No. I'm going to have probably a pint of wine. He was elf-taught.
I'm
Live.
bleeding.
How did a reindeer learn to fly? He was elf-taught. Gotta go, guys. Jobs come in 17 miles for 14 quid. You go get him, Grant. Oh, lad. Hey. Oh, look. He's upset. Look how upset Mark is. Wait, check. Lads,
Well,
we're live on YouTube. What are you doing?
My lip's bleeding.
He's giving everyone a kiss.
Hey.
Merry Christmas.
Hey. Do you know why his lips bleeding?
Yeah.
He's chewing his lip. Can't wait to get out.
Oh, lad, you're up. Matt,
Oh,
go home. Go out.
no,
What's
the
that,
rate's
John?
they're not very good now. 3.4 mile away, going 6.1 mile for £12.90.
Oh, lad, his age is gone.
The surge is there, but it's just the rates have gone a bit. Oh, hello.
Humbug.
Hey, Mark, hey, I did tell you to go for that 40 quid, though, didn't I? Hey.
No, you didn't.
He did.
Hey, live, thank you, mate. Have a good one. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to end it here. It's been emotional. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Christmas and a good... Wait, are we before New Year? But also have a good New Year. Oh, my God. Guess what?
What?
Our podcast for the Wednesday is the 1st. New Year's Day. Well, obviously, we're not filming New Year's Day, but I mean, it will be live on New Year's Day. How cool is that?
Christmas Day and New Year's Day.
That's a perfect time, then, isn't it? Right, guys,
No.
thanks for tuning in. Catch us all later. Don't forget to check out Mick and Mark on TikTok. You gang of legends. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's it.